guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. You join me today again in an unfamiliar car. I am in Louis' 2013, is it?
2013, yeah.
Porsche Cayman S, the 981 generation, so it's got the all-important, naturally aspirated 3.4,
yeah.
I'm glad you're sitting next to me because I literally know nothing. But anyway, yeah, the idea of today's video is really, well, Louis just wanted to show me the car, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it.
There's a lot of good talking points about it. Yeah, talk me through some of the spec and the performance and those sorts of stats, if you know them.
So it's a PDK, and it's got sports chrono, so that helps the 0 to 60 apparently.
Right.
You can do launches and stuff, which we'll do. Got to do a launch, have to. So I think, well, Porsche's quote 4.3-ish to 60.
Okay.
I think. So the sports chrono lowers it, I think, a little bit by a few decimal points.
Milliseconds, yeah.
I don't know the exact number, but I think top end's like 180 or something like that.
Wow.
So it's 325. Hasn't got loads of torque, 270-ish.
Okay, so
but it's
really
all up at the top.
Top end, and this what revs out to like almost 8,000.
Yeah, nearly 8. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So Louis, if you wouldn't mind talking us over your amazing looking 981 Cayman. Hopefully you guys will hear us okay over this road noise. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind just sort of going about how long you've had the car, spec on it, the options from factory, anything you're going to do after market. Yeah, we'd love to know.
Cool. So I've had it 2 months, so it's very, very new to me. So honeymoon period, I guess you'd call that. So absolutely loving it. I think they're GTS style wheels. I really like the wheels. It's got the Porsche sports brakes, and you've got the red calipers which denote that. Pretty standard here. I always leave the wing up.
Oh, it looks so good, doesn't it?
Yeah. If you've got a Larry colour, you might as well be a little bit more Larry and have the spoiler up. The dials are quite cool because it's got, I don't know if you can get that in, it's got Cayman S on there. Sat nav, which is really, really cool. Bluetooth, all that. And it's got adaptive suspension as well, which is like key in the UK. You have to have that. Yeah. That's like everything. It's got Bose as well, just down there. Yeah, it's pretty well spec. And then it's got obviously the I think they call them sports seats.
18-way electric
18-way adjustable heated seats as well, with the little side bolsters. Some of the 2.7s come with, they're straight. Okay. So you don't get the side bolster.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's quite subtle, but
makes a difference.
It does hold you in a little bit more. Yeah. And you get like cubby holes, and it's got space down there as well if you can pull a tray out and things like that. And then all important cup holders as well. So cool how Porsche do it, isn't it? You have to have those. I mean, they're so standard, obviously, but yeah, it's got a sort of like a roll bar here, which is quite cool. When you're driving along, you can see that. So yeah, it's quite sort of standard Porsche fare, really. Sweet. But I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice. So I think let's get back in the car and keep on driving.
Let's do it.
It sounds great. So what have you done to that? Because obviously these are naturally aspirated, so they sound fantastic anyway. Yeah. But this is quite loud and active and bourbon, isn't it? So
so it's had a little fiddle with the exhaust. It's had an X pipe. Okay. I'm not a technician, I don't know exactly, but apparently it's had a Quicksilver X pipe. Oh, Quicksilver? Yeah. They're literally right next to my gym. Are they?
They're brilliant.
They're so good. It helps the pops, it helps like low revs when you're driving out of car parks and stuff. It sounds a lot more sort of throaty instead of being raspy. But it's subtle.
It's not in your face, is it?
Not. I mean, you can put it in comfort now and you're not really going to hear it.
No, it's just...
But then you go Sports Plus, you should hear it a bit more.
That does sound brilliant.
It sounds a little bit better.
It's such a distinctive Porsche sound as well. I absolutely love that.
Yeah. It's not bad.
This thing feels so planted as well. Yes. I guess the mid-engine really helps.
When they went 987 and then they went to the 981, which is this gen, they widened it quite a lot.
Okay.
So
yeah, it does. You know what? It does feel quite. Yeah. It's almost like a supercar in a way. The way it sits on the road.
It's a mini. I like to look at it as like a mini. Don't probably get bashed in the comments, but a mini supercar-ish.
I think you're allowed that, definitely.
Because it's mid-engine. Yeah. You get that kind of flair.
And this one's yellow as well.
It is very
so
yellow.
So it stands out a lot more than most.
Very yellow, yeah.
What is the name of that yellow? Because
it is, I think it's speed yellow.
Speed yellow.
So there's racing
very
yellow, which a lot of people like, and it's speed yellow, so it's a bit more kind of flat.
Okay.
I think. But yeah, there's not tons of Caymans out there with this colour. There's quite a lot of 911s, but the Caymans, I haven't seen many anyway.
No, I can't say I have. You see a lot of black and grey ones. They seem to be the common.
Black and grey. You get a few blues.
The safe resale spec, isn't it?
Yeah.
To have it in those colours.
Yeah, and it's
But I guess if you're on the used market, you can go for whatever you want, really, because most of that depreciation has been sort of what we were just talking about off camera.
This is the sort of car that I guess people wouldn't own for ages. You'd have it, get out of your system, and then sell.
And move on to something else.
Yeah, so you do get them with a few owners, but at the end of the day, it's like I say, it's only got 2 seats, and people need different stuff.
Yeah, it normally can only really be a second car, or if it is your only car, you'll have to potentially swap it at some point.
I mean, if you're not really bothered about space, is that the boot's actually all right, and it's got the.
It's got 2 boots.
It's got 2 boots.
Yeah,
yes,
like the Boxster.
Like exactly the same. Yeah, and you get that little bit behind your head there as well, which is quite good.
Yeah, I think what seems nice already just from being in here is that it feels sort of like poised and ready to go the whole time because of, I guess, the way it's set up on the road.
Yeah.
And because of that noise, we're not even going fast, but it's still a lot of fun. See, that gearbox is great. That's Sports Plus.
That's Sports Plus. So
and it gives you that.
Yeah. So if you go comfort now, it will just kind of chill things out, and it tries to get to sort of 7th gear as soon as it can.
Yeah.
So actually, I mean, I drove this to Leicester for a friend's engagement party, and it was doing like 42
to the gallon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like really kept like 50 mile an hour speed trap things. It was great.
That's
really
amazing.
comfy.
Actually, first impressions really like it. And I guess this video, guys, can follow on a little bit from, I did something with a Jaguar F-Type recently. It may have been my last video, I'm not quite sure when this one's going to go live. We were looking at that because they are around the 30 grand sort of price bracket, and you can pick these up as well for around the 30 grand sort of price bracket. So it's another one of those cars that I'm really interested to experience, because it could be something potentially that I look to purchase or don't, but would encourage you guys to go out and buy, maybe instead of a new BMW 3 Series, because it is amazing that you can get this for that sort of money, because it's like 5-6 years old, and it still looks like a new Porsche.
And they've done the Cayman now for 3 generations, and it's getting better every time. I mean, obviously the 718's out now.
I just spec'd up a Cayman, the new Cayman GT4 last night.
Oh, okay.
It's not as expensive as I thought. It was like, well, I think it's 76 base.
Okay.
And I put about 7 grand of options, because I was doing it as if I was actually going to do it.
Yeah.
So it was like 82.5k.
Okay.
Because the 981 GT4s went up. They've held, didn't they?
They've just steadied. Yeah, they're just. I think there's a black one on there for like 69,000. I think it's.
Which is crazy. That's almost as much as if you were to just go and buy a brand new one. So have you been in a GT4 just out of interest?
I have. Yes.
And would you? Having been in that, would you ever consider? Obviously, it's almost twice as much money, really.
Yeah.
Would you?
I'll get one next for sure.
Yeah.
After owning this, I'll buy one for sure next time. 100%.
That's definitely what you're gonna.
100%.
Okay, interesting. So there's 100%. Enough of a tangible difference there.
Yeah, like it's sort of like the engines. It's not the engine at all, because the engine's just this sort of on steroids. It just revs a bit harder. It's not like, wow, I'm in something completely different.
It's probably a similar thing actually for me. I don't know if you're familiar, but like my Z4 is like a 3 litre standard one.
Yeah.
And I've driven quite a few Z4Ms.
It's exactly
where I've then immediately got back into my
And you think,
I mean, percentage-wise, the performance difference is probably a little bit higher with that. But in terms of what you feel, it's like the same thing. But mine's just a little bit more soft.
100%.
Like wallowy.
100%.
So I guess that's quite a good way for me to at least understand
that's exactly
how that might be.
You know, E46 to CSL. If you jumped in a CSL, it's like the bucket seats, the Alcantara.
It's all of that.
It's all of that.
So in terms of car history,
Yes.
Is there anything interesting you've had? I mean, every car is interesting.
Yeah, a
actually,
few
to
bits.
someone.
I've had a E46 M3.
Okay.
Convertible.
Awesome.
Which isn't the one that everyone SMG.
SMG, interesting.
Which isn't the one that everyone wants. Convertible SMG, but as an occasion, having the roof down, and the SMG was fine for me. And everyone hates it, but it was fine.
They sound great as well.
They sound
They've
great.
Got a really distinct sound.
I did an induction. I bought like a E-Venturi.
Oh, like the carbon intake thing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Transformed the
I've
car.
driven an M with that. So
Yes. How good is it? Yeah. It's the proper noise.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's so good. I had a remapped TT as well.
Okay.
Second gen.
Okay.
Which was 4-wheel drive manual, which was cool. That was all right. They're really good value for money.
They are,
really
aren't they?
good value for money.
Yeah.
And it has bulletproof as well. I had that for like 2 years, and it literally like never
Nothing.
went. I think a bulb
Wow.
went. That was it.
Wow.
And I drove it really hard.
Yeah, that sounds brilliant.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's aggressive. Like you say, you don't have to drive it that fast. You can just sort of rev it and enjoy it.
Yeah, and these things just sound great at like whatever rev range. Because there's some cars that don't really hit that nice note until you're above 4 or
That's
something.
it.
But this just, you can burble it along, and it's still
Yeah,
got that
you can just drive it like this.
Porsche tone, hasn't it?
It's 100%.
So are you a Porsche fan, would you say? I mean, I wouldn't say, because
I hated them growing up.
It's your first
First
Porsche,
ever one.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not like you've only ever had Porsches and like,
No. But my dad's the car man. He got me into cars big time, and he's had everything.
Okay.
You can not like expensive stuff, just quirky stuff. Like
Yeah.
he built his own car, Spider Silverstone. You've never probably heard of it.
No,
it's
I
like a
haven't,
Caterham Lucky Lucky.
Okay.
MGs like Triumphs, Spitfires, GTIs, like everything.
Yeah.
But he's never really liked Porsches.
Okay.
He's got a 968 now, which is quite cool, a convertible one, which is quite quirky. So they're cool, but no, I never really liked Porsches. Really, I thought they're boring.
So how did you come to end up with this then?
I'm on Auto Trader, like, it's pretty
Like
sad.
me.
I'm on Auto Trader 24/7.
Like me,
Yeah. I was looking to go and drive one, and I just said if I was going to get my next kind of like sports car, because I had my Scirocco was my last car.
Wow.
And that was an ultraviolet, and so I got a Larry colour with that, and the colour made it. Everyone was like, if anyone saw it, they're like, oh, what colour? And I thought the colour's like the one. So when this came up, there was only one for sale, and I just went and test drove it, and they had the exhaust already done, so
That's a touch,
they probably just sold it. They didn't really have to sell it. I was just like, yeah, I'll have it.
Yeah.
I'll have it. A bit spontaneous, but yeah, I was in the market to get one, but not at that time.
Sure.
Probably the wrong time to buy it, because I just bought a house, so it's pretty dumb. But it was like the right car. So. Not bad. Surprises me still.
Louis has very kindly said I can have a quick spin in it, which I wasn't expecting, so that's very kind of you. How do I drive?
So you've got, is the handbrake off? I don't even know. Down to the right, is there a red light on?
No, it's off.
Okay, so you just foot on brake.
Foot on brake into...
And then pull that down into drive. So do you want it in manual or auto?
Probably a manual, to be honest.
So just flick that across. So it's in comfort now, so drive it in comfort.
Yeah.
And then put it in Sport Plus, see what you think.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, so you just literally pull a paddle and you're off.
Lovely.
So it's pretty quick.
It's instant.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying, isn't it? When you just hit it and it does it straight away.
Yeah.
And then downshifts as well.
Yeah. So the throttle's like a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It's nice power though, isn't it?
It is.
It's not stupid.
It's so linear as well, the way it's delivered, so it's so easy to just use it.
That's the word for it, yeah, linear, 100%.
Whereas you've got so many cars these days where they just get stupid fast straight
Zip
away.
up,
Whereas
yeah.
this, you can just build it
100%.
and work your way through those gears. Yeah, it's really nice actually, and the steering is
It's good, isn't it?
very direct.
Nice dry roads as well now.
Is this electronic, the steering?
Yes, so they
And
went.
It doesn't feel
yes,
it?
that's what I was. They went from 987, I think hydraulic, and
right.
then they went to electronic, and everyone obviously didn't whinge about it. It sounds really good actually from the passengers.
It does.
Never been in
Maybe
it.
there's a bigger intake on.
I think but apparently it went dual intake, so
Let's just try sport.
yeah.
See how
So it'll sharpen everything up.
Yeah. It's really fun to drive.
It's good, isn't it?
It's quite addictive as well. Like,
Properly.
I want to drive like.
You'll do some
smoothly,
petrol when you
but-
own it. You'll.
Yeah. Yeah, the steering's very light actually, but unlike most
Yeah.
light steering cars, there is a good feel to it.
It's because it's
hard to
mid-engine
explain.
and you've got the weight's not over the front. I think
Yeah.
you can feel the wheels, the tyres a little bit more.
Yeah.
Might be talking rubbish, but I think you can.
Oh, the top end, it just sounds fantastic.
Zips, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Seven to nearly 8 is where it's at.
where you want to be.
Yeah, that's where it's at. You can live there. Yeah, it's proper. If you slow down a bit and do a little sports plus,
Okay.
so it will be a little bit more. Give it a whirl. Feel it?
Yeah, it definitely. It's still got a little bit of traction on though, so it'll catch
It'll
you.
catch it.
I'm trying to think really what else I can say to the viewers that is sort of helpful, other than I like this. I think you guys sort of like hearing my opinion. That sounds really narcissistic.
No, definitely.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's just great to drive. It feels the same as when I was in that seat. It's firm, it's planted.
Yeah.
It's addictive to go through the gears. It sounds amazing.
It's more of a sports car than an F-Type. That's more GT. This is more starty.
Definitely, and that was, I didn't slate the car in that video because I did enjoy it, but it was a little bit numb. And obviously, when you then jump into something that's a bit more raw, it's easier to work out the negatives of that car. So again, with this series, guys, this is sort of the idea, is to sort of try these types of cars and see what the differences are. But yeah, you're right. This is definitely way more of a sports car than the
I think
V6
so.
or
I'm
drive
biased.
F-Type. At least.
Yeah. I think if you had a V8, it would be nuts. Like
Yeah,
so leery.
they sound ridiculous as well.
They're so leery. But I think gotta do it. Not bad.
How does it feel from that
Weird,
side?
super
Does it?
weird.
Yeah.
But I get the intake noise behind
so you're
here.
enjoying that, yeah.
I like it. It's cool being a passenger.
Oh, I really appreciate you letting me
Mate, pleasure.
have a little
Pleasure.
spin. Right, let's go.
It's a nice power.
It is.
Nice
It
power.
really is. It's really not too fast at all. And even there,
No.
I don't think.
You never
I
feel
was
like
braking
worried,
at all.
do you?
No,
Ever?
absolutely not. So yeah, thank you so much for letting me have a little
man.
spin in this.
Absolutely.
That's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And like I say, this is genuinely going to be a car that I add to my list of things I'm looking at on Auto Trader all the time. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, so, well look, I think let's round off the video there. Again, thank you so much for bringing the car down and letting me have a go.
Absolute
It's
pleasure.
been really interesting actually hearing your insights. And,
Yeah,
and,
well I don't know if it means anything. But
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
everyone watching will have found that really interesting as well. And for me, actually,
I'm pleasantly surprised. Not, you know, I knew it'd be good, but I do really like it.
Bit better than you
and I
thought.
want one now. So
Good man.
thanks again.
Pleasure,
Louis.
pleasure,
It's been a lot of fun.
absolute pleasure.
And I'll see you guys very, very soon.